Hello, my fellow quarantine members. I have a story for you guys today. A long time ago, maybe 65 years ago, you guys voted between a new song or another story. This story is about a demon alpaca. Back in the hey day days, my cousin, Braden Michael Kraus, would always have birthday parties at his house. There were so many fun things that would happen at these birthday parties. And that's also where I met a lot of my friends from 9 Mile Falls. Holla at your boys. But my cousin, he had 2 alpacas, Kirby and Razzie. They were just a bundle of fun. They were the nicest creatures you could ever come across. Kirby was more of a docile, kind creature unless you got super close. Razzie was like, if I don't want you in my yard, I'm gonna yeet you out of my yard, fool. The thing is that Razzie's like a heat-seeking missile, so if it's not fired, it's not gonna do anything. But once it's fired, you better get out of the yard, otherwise you're gonna die. We were playing hide-and-go-seek tag. There was a whole slew of classic characters in this tale. Chris Liss, Braden Kraus, Jake Pettit, your boy Thaddeus, my brother Matthew, Chris Angel. All the boys were there. And there were so many things that happened that night. Ryan accidentally ran through a fence. He was avoiding someone, and he jumped over a fence, and he just took down an entire panel of a fence. Jake was trying to jump over a wire fence, and the middle of his pants caught on the fence and hung him by the crotch of his pants. And we were all very concerned that Jake would no longer have children. And then my Uncle Mike literally watched this happen from the window, and he comes outside and he's like, "Oh, I do not want to have to call the ambulance and say, looky, looky, balls on a hooky." There's just so many classic things that happened that night. But as soon as we all got there and we went outside to the backyard, it was already dark. Joe, Chris Angel, Joe, he went out there, and I don't know if it was his hair gel or just his general demeanor, but Razzie locked onto him and chased him around the yard 5 times. And we're all sitting there on the porch just laughing because we're like, I don't even know how to help. You're on your own, bud. And so we finally run back inside and we're like, okay, whatever. So flash forward in the night, we're playing hide and go seek tag, right? But I was with Joe in the backyard. Why we chose the one place that Joe wasn't safe, I don't know. But I was like, you're Chris Angel, you can do anything you want. And so we were up in the play set in the backyard. Then Joe, all of a sudden, just, we were like, we gotta be cool kids, right? And so he's just like, yo, I gotta take a piss. And I was like, oh, awesome, Joe. My mother told me not to use that word, but I won't tell her you said that. So he starts going down the play set to start peeing on the fence. And I'm like, you know what? I'll join you, man. And so I start going down there. No homo. Start going down there. I start going down the slide, and before I get to the bottom, right as I step down and turn around, Joe has already begun the urination. He's just peed on the fence, and we're like, cool, man, just a couple of bros peeing on the fence in the backyard of my cousin's house. I saw this black blur, and some lights just were there and then gone and then there again, and I was like, oh frick. I was like, Joe, it's Razzie. I kid you not, Joe straight up gets body tackled, just destroyed, demolished, yoked, scooty scout, just destroyed by Razzie. He's peeing, and he has enough time to turn towards the behemoth creature that is about to destroy him. You can't see Razzie, it's pitch black. He's invisible. He's got Dead Silence Pro on. Turned toward him, still peeing, and Razzie just laid him out. And so I had just gotten off the playset. I immediately turned back around and started going up because I don't know how to help. This creature terrifies me. I was 5'0" at that point in time, and I was like, there's no way that what am I supposed to do? Get on his back? Grab him by the neck? No, he'll trample me. Joe gets up and starts running around the playset, kind of like previously that night. But this time, it's a little more challenging because his pants and his underwear are around his ankles and he is still peeing. Razzie's right on him, and he finds an entrance. I'm like, dude, go up the slide. And so he starts running up the slide of this playset. But because he's still peeing, he slips on his pee and face plants in the slide and goes back down where Razzie is just waiting for him. He's crawling up. He's just and he finally gets up to the top and he's just like, I'm in so much pain. And I was laughing and I felt so bad because it's like when something like that happens, you can't control your reaction. I'm like, Joe's probably gonna be fine. I never seen anybody die, so I think he's gonna be fine. But Joe's just there writhing in pain and I'm just sitting there laughing. Razzie had a real big issue with Joe, and I couldn't tell you what it was. Oh, that experience was hilarious. Joe is now, a pilot and being successful in life and staying the heck away from alpacas because they're dangerous. Thank you for listening and watching this cataclysmic video. Hopefully before quarantine is over, I'll have released at least a couple more videos. If not, then I'll see you when I see you. Like I said, I love making videos. I love telling stories. I love sharing my thoughts and storytelling abilities. I hope that I will see you guys very soon. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Watch out for demon alpacas. Oh!